Feels like every week that the House Oversight Committee uncovers more evidence of wrongdoing by the president and his family. I've seen thousands of pages of suspicious activities reports at the Treasury, the FD 1023 form from the FBI, and piles of evidence that suggests bribery and influence peddling. All of this is hidden from the American people by a brazenly corrupt two-tiered justice system and a complete media blackout on the subject. Bribery and foreign influence peddling strike at the heart of our democratic principles. It corrodes the very foundations of our nation and fosters an environment where personal gain takes precedence over our duty to the American people. It's the responsibility of each and every one of us to demand answers and to hold the president accountable. It's outrageous that just last month the DOJ announced a sweetheart plea deal for Hunter Biden that would absolve him of any future charges with the foreign bribery and influence peddling schemes that we have just started to unravel at the House Committee on Oversight and Accountability. On the very same day this plea deal was announced, Biden's DOJ went after President Trump. It's a joke. This is something you'd expect to see in a tin-pot third-world dictatorship. What's even worse is the complete media blackout on any of the evidence that we've uncovered here. We used to hail the free press in America as the fourth estate. Journalists used to pride themselves on uncovering corruption. The American people have a right to know about potential wrongdoing by their elected leaders and their associates and their families. They deserve a media that fearlessly investigates and reports on matters that impact the foundations of our democracy. These allegations that are not taken seriously by the DOJ or the media, they have a very real impact on the work we do here in this chamber every single day. This week, we're considering the NDAA. House Republicans have included strong language to combat the threat of the Chinese Communist Party. Now, meanwhile, our president and his family have alleged business ties to that same Chinese Communist Party. How can we expect that a president to appropriately represent the interests of the United States if there's a vested interest in seeing our adversaries succeed in their own personal gain? If not for the work of the House Oversight Committee, the American people would be left in the dark, and this is unacceptable. We need every American citizen to speak up and say that it's we the people that run this government, not Joe Biden, not the bureaucrats, and certainly not the Department of Justice. And it's definitely not those in the corrupt legacy media that have put a complete media blackout on this corruption story. We are not going to let this stand. And I yield back.